Hello friends, how are you? It's Debbie from Chalk Pretty Things. Are you ready to get crafting? Tonight we are going to use this cute little sign. It says, because when you stop and look around, this life is pretty amazing. And that's a quote by Dr. Seuss. When I think of Dr. Seuss, I think of colorful, bright, whimsical characters, a lot of fun things. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do this sign and some bright colors. I do have a link to the shopping list and the ready for you. All you have to do is type in the word amazing, A-M-A-Z-I-N-G, in the comments, and then check your Facebook Messenger. It will be there for you. Actually, let me go ahead and post that link in the comments for you so that you have something to reference. If you're new here, please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. And where am I? And let's find out where I am. Here I am. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and paste that in there. And let's turn off my volume there. Click there. Almost there, guys. 1 second. Okay, now the link is pinned to the bottom of the comments. What we're going to be using tonight is this reusable film frame. It is the Sylvie 9x12. They don't sell this anymore. It's one of my favorite reusable frames, but in the cart link I did put a box frame in there that is white. It has like a brown frame around it, and it is double-sided. This one is not. They also have the upgrade to this in a 9x12, but it is a black surface and a white frame, and that is the Aiden. A very nice board also, but I love this one. I wanted to show you how these reusable boards can be reused. So I did this one from one of our Chalk Couture monthly transfers. So what I want to do to reuse it is I'm just going to go ahead, well, I want to show you that right now this chalk is budge proof. It's a water soluble chalk, but when it's on your surface it doesn't come off. It just stays there unless you add water and really scrape it and work at it. It doesn't come off. So you don't need to worry about it running necessarily or just being wiped off. But just know that it is reusable, and you can get it off if you really want to, and it can be reused. This Aiden frame, this Sylvie frame right here. So I'm just going to let this water sit for just a second, but as I'm doing it, I've got something called a paste scraper. So the paste scraper, I'm just going to use it to kind of rub along my chalked areas. And basically, I'm just scraping this paste off. I'm loosening it with the water right now. And I'm going to scrape off that design. And I just realized I didn't get any water for my board eraser, but that's okay. I do have some here. Boy, this teal is a pretty bright color. Let's see if we can get it to come off without staining. It shouldn't stain. You should see no remnants of the previous design when we're done. So I'm just scraping it, kind of like when you scrape ice off your windshield, which we don't know here in Arizona, but in other parts of the country you may have to scrape the ice off your windshield when it's really cold. We don't have to here in Arizona. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and use a paper towel to kind of clean up this paste that's kind of sitting around. It's been scraped off. I may want to spray it one more time. This teal really does look like it's made an impression on this board. So let's just make sure we can get it off. That looks pretty good. So now I'm just going to, I didn't get any water, so I'm just going to use my good water for my cleaning process. So I've got a bowl of water. I've got what's called my board eraser, which is very well used, and I need to replace it. I'm going to wet it. Actually, I'm going to get some of this water out of here too. So can you see how right now you can see a lot of the ghosting still of the previous design? This board eraser will get that off. So my wet board eraser, and all I'm going to do is just go ahead and rub it. The board eraser is similar to a magic eraser sponge, but it doesn't have any chemicals in it, which we like because it won't harm our transfers at all. And it is something that we reuse and reuse and reuse. And as you can see, this was a lot thicker before, but now it's gotten thin, and it's almost time to replace it. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and dry this up again. If you guys see the red live button up in the top, that means you're watching me live. If you don't see it in the corner, it means you're watching the replay, which is great. Also, I'd love to see that you watched. Just please comment #replay in the comments. Hi, Phil, so that I know that you're watching. So I put a palette pack in the shopping cart for you guys, and it's got 6 beautiful bright colored pastes. I'm out of paper towels too. So it's got the Bumblebee Yellow, the Meadow Green, and these are individual paste packs that you get in yours. You won't get the jars. Hi, Phil. Raspberry Sorbet, which is a pretty pink, Couture Teal, Orange Peel, and Peony. So these are beautiful colors. I'm not sure what we're doing as far as which color where, but we will figure that out. We're going to use this reusable transfer that has silk screen in it. You just want to remove it from its backer and keep the backer because you want to put it on there. And then you need to fuzz the back of this. The back of this is sticky, and you want it to be sticky so it stays in place when you do your design. But I am just going to fuzz it on my fuzzing towel. Actually, it looks like I've gotten this wet. Just to pick up a little bit of lint and fuzz on it so it's not quite as sticky. Sometimes if it's too sticky, it will hurt your surface, or your transfer will stick so much that it stretches when you pull it off, and we do not want that. So, and if you don't have a fuzzing towel, you can use a regular towel, a dish towel, you can use your pants, you can use your shirt. Just anything that'll kind of lessen that sticky a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put this on my Sylvie board, and I am going to center it. How are you doing out there today, Phil? You doing good? I'm glad to see you on here. Whoa. So this does, I'm not sure where this saying came from, but it is a Dr. Seuss saying. And it says, because when you stop and look around, this life is pretty amazing. So we're just going to do a whole bunch of different colors. I've pressed it onto my board, and I'm making sure that there aren't any air bubbles around the silk screen so that it doesn't bleed underneath. And now I get to play. I get to pick whatever colors I want. Let's try this orange peel. I'm going to get my silicone squeegee. I'm going to get a little bit of the paste on the squeegee, and this is way too much. But I'm just going to kind of do different colors on each little square and paste it on. So all you have to do is kind of push it through the silk screen. The paste should be the consistency of a sour cream or yogurt. If it's not, you're going to want to add some distilled water to it. But ours is good. Is that the lid? Let's do some raspberry sorbet, same thing, on my squeegee. And I'm just going to rub it over. Now you do want to peel this up when the paste is wet. If the paste dries in your silk screen, it's not going to stick, paste will not stick on your surface, and it will pull up. So we're going to probably peel it off as soon as I do this top row. This is the Couture Teal, which is one of my favorites. And as I do this, you may notice I still have some paste on the squeegee. Whatever's left over, I put back in the jar. And I'm going to go over it to make sure that the top layer is, try to get it without lines, and that it is an even layer, and that everything's covered. Now I'm going to peel down just this top row, because remember I said you want to peel when the paste is wet. Peel it down, and we're going to check it to see how it looks. Only down this far. Isn't that pretty? Now when I lay it down, I'm going to try not to mess up what is already done. So I am just going to dry it with my dryer. And this does dry really quick. How's the weather where you are, Phil? I think I know the answer, but did you get any rain today? We got just a few sprinkles for about 5 minutes today, but I'll take it. I love it. Okay, so my transfer, it did fall down on this again, and that's okay. I just want to make sure, once again, that there's no air bubbles in the area I'm going to chalk next. Let's get out this meadow green a little bit. This is going to be a quick project, guys. We're not going to embellish it or anything. We're going to let the words stand for themselves and be the only thing we're looking at on this. Although I do love to embellish. I really, really do. But not today. What other color? Peony. Let's do peony. This peony is beautiful, isn't it? Can you see how creamy it is? Really, really cute. Guys, if you know of anyone else that would like to watch these type of videos, please feel free to share this video with them. And if you're new to my page, please feel free to like and follow the page. It would really help me out. And of course, all the hearts and love you give me make me feel good too. So I appreciate those. Thank you so much. And just know that I am on very frequently doing this because I absolutely love this product. Let's see, where's my, here it is. Like a tortilla. This is my relaxation. This makes me happy. Let's try this bumblebee yellow. Let's try it. It's a pretty color too, and I'm at the very end of my bumblebee. I guess I better order some more. This one feels very dry. Okay, so I'm not sure. I'm going to peel that up right away to make sure it goes through. Okay, so we have this layer also done. Let's peel it up and see. Are you guys ready for the second line? Here we go. Peeling it down. It looks good. I was worried about that yellow since it's so dry, but I'm going to give it a little bit of water, but it did go through the surface. So once again, I'm going to dry that line before I put the transfer back down, and we'll continue moving down the page. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add some, this is distilled water in this one. I'm just going to add the distilled water, and I'm going to stir it around really good. When you add water to it, you want to make sure that you really do stir it well, because if it's too wet, it's going to run underneath your transfer, and you'll get blurry. You won't get the crisp lines. It'll be just a run. So I do want to make sure I mix it up really well, even though I am at the very bottom of the jar. That may be a little too wet, but we'll see. Okay, so let's do orange again. That's yellow. This is the orange one. And let's do the peony. Just a little bit. Actually, I think this would be pretty if it was the pink and the orange mixed, but maybe we'll do that down below somewhere. I do have a big blob of orange right here. Try to take that up. Okay, and how about the green again? I'm just kind of alternating as I can to see if the colors look good. Now remember, this is a reusable surface, so we can always take it off and redo it if we don't like what we have. Oh, you guys, look at this. It's got a big old line through it. So what I'm going to do to correct that is I'm going to flop this back down, and I'm going to go ahead and get the green again. I'm not sure what that is, if it was a bubble. I think it was a bubble, maybe. Paste it down. I'm going to really kind of work it because I think it is an air bubble. Let's peel it up. Yeah, it looks a lot better now. So I fixed it just by laying it back down and going over it. It's looking good, guys. Pretty. Let's see. Pretty should be yellow, I think. Do you guys think yellow? I hope this isn't too wet. Let's try it. I think yellow should be good for pretty. Oh, this is kind of lumpy. I had to pick my paste that's the worst consistency to do this. Let's see. But I think it'll still work. I can just feel the difference in spreading, how the texture of this one's different. I'm gonna lift it up. Let's check it out. It's got a little area down here at the bottom. It didn't get shocked. And the rest of it looks pretty good. Just wanna go over that edge. Okay, let's lift it up. Okay, so I see that there's a little bit of yellow right here, extra paste. That's gonna wipe right off. So don't worry about that. Otherwise it looks really good so far. What do you guys think? You like it? Oh, let me try it. Whoops, almost forgot, guys. Like I said, it dries really, really quickly. If you guys want the links to the products used tonight, type in the word amazing, A-M-A-Z-I-N-G. If you would like and follow the page and share the page and comment the word amazing, then I can enter you into a drawing and I can do a giveaway. So if that's what you'd like to do, if that's okay with you, it'd be great. Okay, my Couture Teal again. So that was like and follow the page. Type the word amazing, like, follow, and share the page. And then I can do a drawing for whoever has done that, and we can give away a product. I can send you some happy mail. Oh, and you have to be on at the end of the video when I draw too. I have a lot of stipulations, huh? Okay, let's pull up this teal. Actually, it's not real smooth right here. Let me see. But by you guys sharing and liking my page, giving it a heart, it really helps me. Helps me a bunch. I help build my audience. Here it is. Okay, one last thing to do. And that is the Dr. Seuss part. And I think I'm going to do that in the Raspberry Sorbet because he is such a vibrant character. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and cap up my paste just because I don't want them to dry out. I try to run my squeegee around the outside edge of this so it doesn't get dried out. It's kind of the housekeeping part of this stuff. So what else is new with you guys? Did you have a wonderful day? We're almost done with this. We're just going to peel it up. I'm going to show you how to clean the transfer. And we have gone from step one of removing an old design and cleaning it off to adding a new one. I have to work on that one in a minute. And my yellow's at the tail end. Let's see if I can use it for one more project maybe. And what's wrong with this green lid? Got it. Okay, I'm going to peel up my transfer one last time. Okay, so I've kind of made a mess of the frame, but that can all be wiped off. What do you guys think? What do you think about that? Let me show you. I will clean up the frame. It's got a lot of mess on it. But I love all the colors. Let's see if I can get it kind of straight. Yeah, I love it. I'm gonna put it aside till I can clean it up. But what you wanna do with your transfer, these are reusable between 8 and 12 times if you take good care of them. And all that means is that you need to take care of them by cleaning them off as soon as you can. And you just clean them off with water. So I squirted it down with water, regular water. I'm gonna take one pass over it with a paper towel just to get the main part of this stuff off. And then I'm going to spray it down again, or I'm not even going to spray it. I'm going to use my wet board eraser. And I'm just going to rub right over that. Some of the inks are highly pigmented and they will stain the teal part of your transfer. But that's okay as long as you're getting all of that paste, that colored paste, out of the silk screen area, which is the white part. Just rinse it off. And you can also take this to your sink and run it under water. So this is what it looks like right now. You can see the pink on the teal part, but I'm going to run it under water again too. It actually will be okay like this, but I do want to clean the back side. Always clean both sides. Even though this side's not as dirty, you need to clean it. And this side is sticky, so I'm going to be more gentle about rubbing it this time. I want to take care of that adhesive so it sticks 8 to 12 times. We can reuse it over and over again. Side looks good. And I usually do go over this one more time. And I just kind of squeeze it off. I think I see an area right here that needs some attention though. Here's my board eraser. Okay. Now, once you have it pretty much clean, this one does have a little bit of paste still. I think I'm going to run this under the sink because I see a little bit of pink in here. It looks clear, but I still want to get it a little cleaner. What you're going to do is when both sides of this are dry, you're going to put it back on your adhesive backer, sticky side of transfer to the shiny side of your backer. Yeah, actually this is pretty clean. Look at that. And then you're going to store it back in the cellophane wrapper it came in. So guys, this was about it as far as the project for tonight. If I had one more paper towel, nope, got a wet wipe, I can go ahead and clean up the frame. So once again, this was our reusable frame. The Sylvie is no longer available, but the Aiden is, or else you can use the 9x12 box frame, which is not reusable, but it is a nice price point, and it is a nice frame. But it is not reusable, but it does have two sides to it. This is a very wet cloth here. Okay, so here it is. I love it. Do you guys love it? Give it a heart if you love it. Thank you, Phil. You love the colors. I do too. They're pretty. So now you have a cute little frame. And I guess that back to school has kind of been on my mind. I know some of the Arizona schools are starting next week, so I was thinking Dr. Seuss and books and school supplies. So I think this is very fitting. So please feel free to share, heart the page, and join me tomorrow as I'll be back on. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Bye, Phil.